What's up, everybody? Another week has come and gone, and the juicy stimulus money's in my hand. But first, I want to talk to you about somebody who became near and dear to me in the moment. Somebody who, in a moment of contrition, in a moment of honesty, and in a moment of clarity, became a personal favorite of mine. I'm talking about none other than Fredo Cuomo. Now, bear with me. Let's go through this real quick. All right, so on his Monday radio show, Cuomo said, "I don't want to spend time doing things that I don't think are valuable enough to me personally," Cuomo said. That was Monday on his show. Then he was asked, like what? He answered, "Well, I don't like what I do professionally, I've decided." Tell me that's not winning you over. He doesn't like what he does professionally. Because Fredo, neither do we. Let's read some more, though. I know you're getting all emotional right now. Cuomo said his recent bout of COVID-19 made him rethink his job as the host of CNN's top-rated Cuomo Primetime. Took the opportunity to look this up, by the way. His net worth is $9 million. He makes $2.5 million per year. So let's just keep that in perspective for later on in the story. And I have no problems with that. Love me some capitalism every day of the week. You know, I've said that many times. So I love it that he can make so much money. We're all out here trying to do what we can to get ours. And I'm definitely trying to get my piece of that infinite monetary pie, baby. All right, so let's see what else. The CNN star rattled off a long list of grievances about his on-air gig. He said he doesn't value indulging irrationality, hyperpartisanship, or trafficking in things that I think are ridiculous. Hey, Fredo, we're right here, baby. Me and you. All right, we're working here. Okay, let's see. He also said he doesn't want to spend time talking to either Democrats or Republicans who are spouting things they really don't mean. And he said he's done analyzing President Trump, who he said is full of by design. Cuomo, okay, they talk about the Fredo incident. But he also talks about a story here about a loser biker who heckled him on Easter for being outside his home with his family despite being diagnosed with the thing. Cuomo said he felt his celebrity left him in an almost powerless position during the confrontation, and he wished he could just tell critics to go to hell. I certainly get what he's saying in terms of this loser biker. This has got to be somebody like... You know what? When I'm thinking of some biker, some big bad dudes, I'm thinking of like the Mayans, the Sons of Anarchy, the Niners, some biker coming at him like that. And you know what? Fredo spends all that time in it. Jimmy got up in there and you know what he told him? Oh, wait, hold on. It turns out that the biker was a 65-year-old East Hampton resident named David who was riding his bike. So he's not Jax Teller, he's not Clay, he's not Tig, he's not Piney, he's not even Juice Ortiz. He's a 65-year-old man. Oh, Fredo. I thought that after you... Okay, no. No, you know what? We're still good. Okay, let's read some details here real quick. David, who did not disclose his last name to the Post, claimed that he was well over 100 feet when he paused and hassled Cuomo about whether he should be in quarantine instead of being outside with others. I just looked and said, "Is that Chris Cuomo? Isn't he supposed to be quarantined?" David said. "May I help you?" a woman, presumed to be Cuomo's wife, asked as she approached the bicyclist. David reportedly told her he was riding his bike and began asking why the CNN anchor was out of quarantine and not social distancing from the group. But then Cuomo responded directly. He said, "Who the hell are you? I could do what I want, I'm Fredo!" He just ranted, screaming. "I'll find out who you are," David recalled. I said to him, "Your brother is the coronavirus czar, and you're not even following his rules? Unnecessary travel?" David alleged, he said, "This is not the end of this. You'll deal with this later. We will meet again. If that's not a threat, I don't know what is." Apparently this guy David told the Post, and they're referring to the New York Post, that he filed a report the next day, and that he's also a lifelong Democrat. That's okay, though. We're still good, Chris. We've got the whole thing. We're finally getting some honesty out of you in terms of the whole radio show. Maybe this bicycle thing was just a misunderstanding because supposedly you're quarantining in your basement, but you're outside with your wife and your kids and some other individuals. Misunderstanding. We're just going to say it's a misunderstanding. We're going to let it slide. We're going to see what Fredo has to say about this, though. So when discussing the incident on his radio show, Fredo goes on to say, "I want to be able to tell you to go to hell, to shut your mouth," Cuomo said. "I don't get that doing what I do for a living. Me being able to tell you to shut your mouth, or I will do you the way you guys do each other. I don't want some jackass loser, fat tire biker being able to pull over and get in my space and talk bullshit to me. I don't want to hear it." So when he says fat tire biker, is he talking about the tire around the waist? Or is he literally talking about the tires on the bike being fat that old man probably had to use because he is 65 and he's out there, right? And he's out there trying to do his thing and stay active, which I definitely get, but the fat tires may come in handy for older individuals. I'm just saying. All right, so but misunderstanding, right? Okay, wait. All right, Chris, you still got me though. Look, he goes on to say though, "I don't think it's worth it to me because I don't think I mean enough." And he's referring to his show, of course. "I don't think I matter enough. I don't think I can really change anything. So then what am I really doing?" And that's Cuomo on his show. And this is reminiscent to me of the Jerry Maguire moment where he hands out the memo in his office. It was one of the more moving, more powerful moments in cinema history. And this moment, had I been listening to this on the radio, again, the tears would have been flowing. I would have kneeled at the altar of Fredo and worshipped the lesser of the two brothers. I'll tell you that for sure. I'm still with you, Fredo. Oh, wait. There's more? Chris Cuomo says his wife, Christina. Are you legitimately telling me this guy, Chris, married a woman named Christina? Come on now. Who believes 2 of their children had COVID-19 in the past 2 months. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Cuomo said on Thursday evening that his wife, Christina, who recently tested positive, believes 2 of their children had the disease in the past few months. Cuomo, who announced his own COVID diagnosis late last month, yeah, we don't care about that. If he's self-quarantining in the basement, and the kids had it, but that was a few months ago, how did she pick it up? Where could it have come from? You know what? It is possible that it came from out there, from somebody else. Maybe that mean man on that bike, that big old tough biker. Maybe he's the cause of it. He got up in their personal space and he was talking bullshit. Side note real quick, herd immunity. If the children had it, how come those antibodies weren't flowing around that Cuomo household? It does make you wonder though, right? If legitimately, I'm saying this, if the kids had it, like they say, so much for that herd immunity kind of thing, right? Which is interesting, kind of scary. You would think that would have been something that definitely would have helped Chris and his wife in terms of their own battle with it. So we'll see where things go, but Chris and Christina, huh? All right. No, you know what though? All right. I still want to give it to him. He's still, you know what? He's still going to leave CNN. It takes a big man to leave $2.5 million on the table. I know, like I said, if these reports are accurate, he's already got $9 million in accumulated wealth. I'll never have that much money in my life. I know that. I'll be happy to get to 1 or 2 million. I'm working on it though. I'm working, and hopefully all of you are as well. Like I said, I love me some capitalism. For a man to leave 2.5 million on the table per year, you know what? Right there, baby. Right there. Again, me and you, baby. 2.5. You're the man. You've got my ultimate respect in spite of everything, in spite of all the lies you spewed every night over the years, in spite of the fact that you're a dick, in spite of the fact that you've been a jerk repeatedly in public that we've seen. It's okay. Still, this wipes everything out for me. Clean slate. Even with the biker. Hey, some 65-year-old man gets in my face. I'm going to show him because no 65-year-old man with a fat tire, be it around his waist or on his bike, No, 65-year-old man, I'll show him, man. I go to the gym. Okay, you guys get it. We're good. Chris, clean slate. We're totally good. So I just wanted to talk about my feelings about Chris and how they've changed over the past few days. And I wanted to share that with you. And I know that maybe a lot of you are more on the right or more towards the center. And you know CNN is full of shit. All this time spent on air, he's always been full of shit. Can we just let it go? I mean, does this moment in time, is this a moment where we put everything aside? We put that partisanship aside and say, hey, Chris, much respect for you leaving CNN, giving him the business on the way out the door and just telling things how it is, being honest for once in your life. Can we respect him for that? What? No, wait. Hold up. Hold up. I just got something in my ear. Huh? What? Where? Look where? Oh, hold up. Hold up. Okay, I'll check that real quick. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I swear there's really something in my ear.
Quahog is seeing its worst flu epidemic in years, due in part to a severe shortage of flu shots.
Let's go live to Asian flu correspondent Trisha Takanawa. Trisha?
Diane, I'm...
Thank you, Trisha.
Oh, Chris Cuomo walks back comments that battle made him question whether CNN show is worth my time. No. Is this, no, this isn't, no, this can't be. No. Christopher. Chris on Tuesday walked back comments he made about epiphanies he had during his battle with The Thing. The CNN anchor had vented on his radio show the day before about no longer seeing the point of his primetime position, and he said he'd trade it all in for the freedom to tell his critics to go to hell. But he clarified his position on Tuesday that he's sticking with his job and is instead questioning if his work is making a difference. Well, we talked about that, but I don't want to spend my time doing things that I don't think are valuable enough to me personally. On Tuesday, Cuomo devoted a segment on his radio show to clarifying his previous comments. He said he had never been in a better position professionally than I am right now. Yeah, okay, we get that, $2.5 million. And just signed a long-term contract with CNN. As a matter of fact, I love where I am. I love the position that I've been given, and I love who I'm doing it with. He said his frustrations were not with the show itself, but whether his efforts are having the impact he wants. It's frustrating to do this job in an environment where people are not interested and open. It's hard to practice journalism when people are so intent on believing what they want to believe for political advantage. He said, this dude had the nerve to call himself a journalist. When asked for a statement, CNN directed CBS News to Cuomo's segment on Tuesday. So they did not even make a statement about it. They did not have anything to say about Monday. I'm not saying they didn't in the previous day, but here they said don't even bother us with asking us about Monday. So just go listen to his Tuesday. Chris, this was a life-altering moment for me. Then to have the rug pulled out from under me like this. For those of you who aren't familiar with the story and who weren't familiar with the chronology that I took you through, although it was a little bit hectic, I must admit that, so apologies for that. But are you with me? I don't know how to feel anymore. I felt like there was one individual, a shining supernova in the galaxy that is our own Milky Way. The name of the constellation, Fredo. But then to have this happen, or am I shot? Should I be? You know what? I can't do it. I can't go on anymore. I'm done.